The creation of the Ogden Centre in 2002 marked the beginning of a new era for physics in Durham and in the UK as a whole. It was transformational. It provided the platform for the creation of what was later to become one of the main centres for research into the sciences of the universe, all the way from elementary particles to the cosmos as a whole. Through the creation of the Ogden Centre, we managed to leverage tens of millions of pounds of research funds from the UK and from the EU. And the two wonderful buildings that house the centre have been vital in this enterprise because they provide the physical and intellectual environment in which the creativity and enterprise of our scientists can flourish.
Hi, I'm Gina Kroon. I'm an assistant professor here at the Institute for Particle Physics Phenomenology at the Ogden Centre at Durham University. I'm going to talk about fundamental physics in stellar cores and how that affects black hole formation and black hole binaries, and then in turn how that affects gravitational wave emission.
Hi, my name is Jacob Kegaris and I'm a postdoc fellow at NASA Ames in California. I'm going to be talking about planets, how they form and evolve, both into places like our life-hosting Earth and into the other very different worlds that we see today. In particular, one of my main interests is the giant impacts of colliding planets that was a crucial part of the later stages of forming planets like our own, and is one about which we still have a lot more to learn. I did my PhD in the Ogden Centre in the Institute for Computational Cosmology, and I continue to work very closely with my colleagues there today. I think that aside from the brilliant individual people that I've been able to collaborate with, a large part of my research has benefited from the great diversity of expertise at the Ogden Centre, which has really allowed us to pull together and develop these new tools and understanding that we need to tackle these really interesting but challenging questions.
I am Carlos Frank. I am the Ogden Professor of Fundamental Physics at the Institute for Computational Cosmology. I'm going to discuss the first of the 5 Ogden questions. What is the dark matter? We suspect the dark matter is an exotic elementary particle. It hasn't yet been discovered, but what we have achieved over the last 20 years is to gain a very detailed understanding of the vital role that the dark matter plays in the formation of galaxies and other cosmic structures. We have achieved this through computer simulations of the entire evolution of the universe from the Big Bang to the present.
My name is Baojiu Li. I'm a professor at the ICC. So I'm going to talk about dark energy, which is a new matter species that is known to be more abundant than any other matter species in the universe, and we don't know what it is. So my job is to understand the origin of it. The Ogden Centre is great in many ways, and to me the two most important things are its people who I work with and its supercomputing resources that are critical for my job.
Hello, I'm Jessica Turner. I'm an assistant professor of physics here at the Ogden Centre. So my talk's about how the mechanism that explains why neutrinos are so light can also explain why our universe has more matter than antimatter, and how we can test this mechanism at currently running and future experiments. The Ogden Centre is host to the Institute for Particle Physics Phenomenology, and we are the largest group of particle phenomenologists in the world. It's our job to bridge the gap between theory and experiment, and we hope to answer the open and fundamental questions regarding our universe at the largest and smallest possible scales.
November the 30th, 2022 marks 20 years since the foundation of the Ogden Centre for Fundamental Physics. We plan to celebrate this important anniversary with a series of events involving physicists at the centre, guests and school children who will visit our two wonderful buildings. The centerpiece of the celebration will be a keynote lecture by the 2019 Physics Nobel Prize winner, Professor Jim Peebles, followed by a symposium where we will address 5 questions that Sir Peter posed to us when the centre was founded. I have to admit that in 20 years we haven't answered any of those. They're really, really hard. But we have made very significant progress in tackling aspects of these questions. But the key thing today is that the Ogden Centre provides a platform for future generations of physicists to continue this quest to understand the fundamental nature of our world.